friends, to part 3 of our book page and envelope tutorial. And look at all this fabulous stuff we've made. Seriously, this takes no time at all. Of course, if you're doing this on your own and you don't have me chirping in your ear telling you how to do things, it will probably go much faster. But we are going to go ahead and move on to our next example tutorial. And this was a really fun one because this was just a piece of junk mail that I had. Simple on the outside. It is into a envelope, so I could possibly send this, but this was my template that I'm using, and we're going to, I'm going to use a couple things. This was just a blank envelope that I had. And then I had a couple of scrap pieces of paper. And also, I think that I might have mentioned this before. Close to My Heart comes out with their, I think I have one right here. With their catalogs. This is the January and February edition, and there's just so many cute things in there that can be actually repurposed and used for some of our upcycle pages, because you know we gotta save the environment, so why not use what we got? So I put some of that aside and thought we would see what we come up with. So for this one, I am going to make this a little bit smaller. Certainly you don't have to do that if you, well, I mean, truthfully, I've got the paper to do it. Let's just leave it. So what I am going to do though, in order for us to do the inside easier, I just, well, let's see. No, we're not. I'm going to make this easiest for all of you. And in order to do that, we are going to use the least amount of paper. So let's just go with that, okay? Sorry. I think the reason that I was going to do this is because the way I had it. Okay, so this is all you are going to do if you use that entire paper. Now, the the advantage of this is that you get all of this in one, piece, but then you don't have anything here. So your alternative is to cut it down just to the size of your paper if you want, if you're okay with that. And I want to show you, how you can do this without cutting your paper. And again, you guys, I did no such measuring. But once you cut off those ends, then you've got your whole piece, and you can just do it all in one, which is exactly what we are going to do. I feel like my child is home. Apparently, he's not going to come and say hi to me. He probably hears me in here. It's funny because when we launched To Restore You, which was in February of 2021, this year, I had been working on this and had kind of a core friends team that tested everything for our workshops and all of that good stuff. And after we launched, I had someone asked me the question as to what was the most, what was my biggest challenge in actually, launching To Restore You and the mindfulness and DIY workshops and tutorials. And hands down, I would say initially it was learning a new platform in order for me to host all of the courses that we do. But secondly, and this is going to sound crazy because for those who know me, well, maybe it won't be that crazy, I guess. So my career prior to Dave and I working together at the dental office and with Restoration Harmony and all of our other fun adventures was in adult learning. So I worked for a corporation and did public speaking pretty much every day, design courses. So the designing courses part wasn't that hard, but what was an adjustment for me, aside from technology, was talking to myself. Because you guys, I know it sounds funny, and a lot of, like, my mom talks to herself all the time when she's crafting and creating, and which I think is, you know, endearing, but I just don't. Like, I will simply just go about my business and not say anything. So when I did my first few tutorials, and I was like, this is so weird. Like, I'm talking to all of you, but you're really not even here. I think I've gotten used to it, so I don't know. Okay, this one is going to be an envelope. So I am not going to bother filling all of this in, but I want to show you I love this stuff, this paper so much. So I want to use some of it on the outside. Let's see how much we got. So when you put this on there, you just need to make sure, essentially, that it covers like this little flap. So we're good there. So now, oh crap. I'm not going to have a lot of this left to do what I wanted to, but it's okay. I'm not sure even, that was something I used on another project. So I totally have no idea what brand, if that came from a paper pack, if it came from, I know it's not close to my heart. So my guess is it either came from a, paper pack, or I could have just picked up a few random fun pages at probably at Hobby Lobby. So okay. Oh, Angela Ray. I just told you guys, and this stuff sticks so good. Happy mistakes. This is gonna be thin. It's okay. Tag nab it. It's all about overcoming adversity here. I'm so stingy. I want to make sure I have as much as I possibly can to use on the front cover. Okay. Problemo solved. Just averted a crisis. Okay. We're going to get really creative in using this paper. And I'm positive I have no more of it, so. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and seal this up. And then we're going to just see what we can do with this. Use this gold because see that? A little extra on there. Didn't come off, so cover it up with a little ink. I don't have that all the way on there yet. That's one thing that I always do before I give my journals to someone is I do go back and I check and make sure like everything is reinforced. Because, you know, after things dry, you may have missed something. It's not a big deal, but it's good to just... And here, guys, is why my fingers are constantly a big ball of ink. I think I know what I'm going to do with these, and it's not probably going to be a part of this envelope, but that's okay. So I am thinking I just want to keep this kind of simple. I'm going to use a couple of these flowers. So I want to look at that. Let's see. We're going to use this. It says, inside and out, you are beautiful. And just so you all know what I'm cutting out here, these are samples or examples of their stamp sets. So these are things that you could buy and use over and over and over again, which, like I said, I have plenty of. So if you come to one of our workshops, hey, see, there's the other child. I'll probably have many of those items there that you can use your set as well. All right, we're gonna use those two, and we're just gonna see where this goes. This we're gonna use for something else entirely in just 2.5 seconds or maybe more. All right, I'm just gonna quickly cut this. I'm gonna now this is really white, and so you can see that it doesn't look the most fantastic on there. So what I'm gonna do, now I'm probably breaking all kinds of rules, but you know what, that is fine. Is I am going to put a little coffee stain on it. After I get everything in place. Just for a little contrast. And plus I wanted you guys to see just one more example of okay. I think we'll just cut her out around this. I might not like this once I cut it out because it's kind of a lot to, I'm not sure I want to go around every single little flower. So we'll just kind of kids are home, the dog is up. It's getting exciting here. A day after school with the kiddos. She gets so excited. She lays in one of our chairs almost all day while the kids are at school, and then voila, she's all crazy when they get home. Okay, now you're probably wondering what I'm going to do with this little flower thing. And I'm actually going to make it kind of come off the page just a smidge. And I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. But I want to be able to, let me see how I want that. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. Oh, so I started to say, you know, there's probably a rule, somebody probably is like, you should never tea dye something after you've already glued it down. But like I said, I always go back and check, make sure everything looks kosher. So I'm not too worried about it. I am going to, since I already did the, I'm not going to do that one. All right, now I am going to use, hi puppy, some of these colors to actually fill in my flower. And again, just because it is, oh, dang it. I know what I was going to do. I was going to put a little Brad in there. Let's see what color this turns out to be. Because it's not really, like, it's kind of a pinky red. And this is kind of more red. If I had the time, I'd get out all of my markers, but that's not gonna, well, you know what? I have these. Let's see. This might give us a little bit more color. These are Copic markers, and I have a love-hate relationship with them. They're really good, but depending on what kind of paper you use it on, it kind of bleeds through, so I don't love that about it. Oops. Not exactly the look I was going for, but we're rolling with it. I just wanted you guys to see how you can reuse some of those things, so you get the gist. Use this blue. Let's see how that looks the same. And these Copic markers, I do have a link on our Amazon page, Amazon store, sorry. Okay, not the exact look I was going for, but we're rolling with it just for the sake of this example. So now if I wanted, I could stick a, you know, some kind of tab or whatnot. And I think for this, I'm just going to stick this on there for the meantime, because I'm not sure, I may be doing that one over. So if I am, then for sure, I don't want to do any extra work on it. Okay, so I want to show you really quick. This is because I used this paper. I remembered in a project, but this would be super cute. I've got these, and again, they're triangles, so it's not going to look exactly like this, but we'll just do them like a banner. So here's what we're going for. And so we're going to just take a piece of scrap, and I might do like 3 because I have another scrap and I kind of like this one too. All right, so I am going to, don't judge. I'm not measuring. So this could turn out bad. Gosh, I really wanted this one to be on the bottom. Well, I think I can make it happen. I'll just go like this. I think I can put I really want to use it just like this. Well, you know what? Why not? We can just do it like that. Who says it has to have more than one? I think these would be really cute to do. Like, look at this. How easy is that? You roll it over. These you gotta. You know what I could do? Let's see what this looks like. The problem is that it's not long. This scrap is not long enough. No, forget it. All right, but you get the idea. And then I can put a little, if I wanted, a couple little brads in there, punch it together, and now I think this would be so cute to do like a little banner. All right, I'm finishing this up at some point because I love this paper and I'm not losing a scrap of it. So I'm going to set that up there. But you just got the idea for these envelopes. And that took way longer than I had expected it to. So sorry about that, guys. I'm going to show you, I really want to show you this one because it's my very favorite and I want us to have time. So before I get too far, this is one of my favorites. These are just one-sided little tabs. They do have a pocket in them, so you can stick something in there. These are fantastic for gift cards, and I like to use these on top of different things. So I just made these random ones, and then I did some fold-out ones too. So this one has a little tab on it, but I'm just going to show you how easy those are. You kind of get the gist with the flap, and I don't think I need to probably So just one more way to use up your junk mail and your old books. So we are going to hop on over to our next video and our last video, which was an add-on because I added a couple other things that I wanted to show you. So tune in. We're going to do some side pocket envelopes, and I'm going to show you how to make tabs. So until next time, cheers.